Hello everyone, and then welcome to another video. Okay, so in this video we'll be treating addition and subtraction of matrices. Okay, so this video will be very concise and then introduce you to the various quick and easy approaches towards solving matrix addition and subtraction. Okay, so first, in case you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, hit on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any uploaded video, and then like the video so that it gets pushed to other students who might need this video with their to help with their academics. And then leave your questions in the comment section, and then I'll reply to them as soon as possible. Okay, so now let's dive right into this video. So first, we have to know what rows and columns are. Okay, so without that we cannot do matrix addition and subtraction. Okay, so let's take an example. So let's say we have a certain matrix A. Okay, certain matrix A being 1 0, okay, and then maybe 0 1. Okay, and then let's say matrix B, okay, to be 1, maybe 2 3 4. Okay, right. So from here you have to know that there is something we call rows and columns. Okay, so rows are in this direction. Okay, these are rows, and then these are columns. Okay, these are columns. Okay, so rows are in this direction and then columns are in that direction. Okay, so I will say rows are horizontal, columns are vertical. Okay, so now let's proceed. So from here you can notice that we have two rows over here. Okay, this is row 1 and then row 2. Okay, so we have two rows and then we have two columns. Okay, column 1, column 2. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so let's look at B. So for B we also have two rows and two columns. Okay, so it means that this is also a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so now the first thing you need to know is that once you notice a matrix and then you want to add or subtract, you have to notice that they have to be in the same order. Okay, so it has to be either a 2 by 2, a 3 by 3, a 4 by 4 matrix. Okay, so from here you know that we have a 2 by 2 matrix. So let's try doing the one. So from here you can notice that we are adding 1 to 1. Okay, 0 to 2, 0 to 3, and then 1 to 4. Okay, so let's do the vector addition, matrix addition. Okay, so we have certain A. Okay, so we have to add matrix A to matrix B. Okay, so let's do the symbol calculation. Okay, right. So we have 1 adding 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1 give us 1. Okay, 0 plus 2 will give us 2, 0 plus 3 will give us 3, and then 1 plus 4 will give us 5. Okay, now this is one trick you need to know. Okay, so whenever you are doing most of the time whenever you are doing vector addition or vector subtraction, you will notice that this are row, okay, and these are column, right? These are row and these are column. So our first column is equal to our second row. Okay, you could notice that, right? Our first column is equal to our second row, and then our first row and then our second column give us the order of our matrix. Okay, so from here you know that the first, listen attentively, the first column is equal to our second row. Okay, and then our first row and then is equal to our second column, but our first row and then our second column give us the order of the matrix. Okay, so this is a 2 by 2 matrix. So we have 2 by 2 matrix, and then this is mostly applied in multiplication of matrices. Okay, so we will get into that. So let's take another example. Okay, so let's say we have another matrix. So let's say maybe matrix C to be equal to 1, 0, 3, and then we have 0, 2, 4. Okay, and then we have another matrix D. Okay, matrix D to be what? -4, 2, 5. Okay, and then we have 2, 2, 0. Okay, right. So let's try finding out the rows and column first, and then we proceed from there. So we have what? This, we have another, there's a row, another row, right? So we have 2 rows over here, and then we have what? Column, column, column. So we have what? 3 columns over here. So let's check here. So same thing applies over here. So we have what? A 2 by 3 matrix. Now let's find out our first column. You can notice that our first column is not equal to our what? Second row. Okay, that's normal because this is not what? A multiplication of what? Matrices, as I already stated over here. Okay, I initially stated that luckily we could get our what? Our first column being equal to what? Our second row. Okay, and then it could be true and then it could not be true because we are not dealing with multiplication of matrices. Okay, but for multiplication of matrices we usually take that into consideration. Okay, but for the second part is very, very important. That's where we have our what? Our first row should when compared to our second column, it has to give us the what? The order of the matrix. Okay, so this is 2, row 2, and then what? Column 2. It gives us what? A 2 by 2 what? Matrix. Now let's check here. Our first row is what? 2, and then our second column is what? 3. So we will end up with what? A 2 by what? 3 matrix. Okay, so let's try finding out whether that is true. Okay, and most definitely it will be true. Okay, so we are doing a C plus D. Okay, so we are doing the addition. Okay, so we have what? 1 plus what? -4. Okay, so we have 1 minus 4. Okay, and then we have 0 plus 2. Okay, so we have 0 plus 2, and then we have what? 3 plus what? 5. We have what? 3 plus 5, and then we proceed with what? 0 plus 2. So we have what? 0 plus 2, and then we have what? 2 plus 2. We have 2 plus 2, and then we have what? 4 plus 0. We have 4 plus 0. Okay, right. So let's simplify this further. So we have what? -3 over here. Okay, and then we have 2. We have 8 over here, and then we have what? 2, 0 plus 2 is 2, so we have 2 plus 2 is what? 4. 4 plus 0 is what? 4. Okay, so this simplifies to what? As we stated earlier, a 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, because we have 2 rows over here and then what? 3 columns over here. So let's do a simple subtraction. Okay, so let's say we have what? A certain vector, sorry, a certain matrix C, sorry, so let's say we have C minus what? D. Okay, so C minus D, we are subtracting what? We are subtracting D from C. Okay, so this matrix 2 by 3 matrix from what? Another 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, so we will end up with what? A 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, just like this question. Okay, so let's proceed. Right, so we have what? 1 minus -4. Okay, so we have 1 minus what? -4. Okay, and then we have what? 0 minus 2. So we have 0 minus 2, and then we have 3 minus 5. Okay, we have 3 minus 5. Now let's proceed. We have 0 minus 2, okay? 0 minus 2, okay? We have 2 minus 2, okay? 2 minus 2, and then we have 4 minus 0, okay? 4 minus 0, okay? So we end up with what? So we have what? 1 minus 4, that's what? 5, okay? We have 0 minus 2, that's negative 2. 3 minus 5, that's what? Negative 2, okay? And then we have what? Negative 2. 2 minus 2, that's 0. And then 4 minus 0, that's what? 4, okay? Right. So this gives us the right what? Solution to the what? The matrix, okay? So we'll end up with another what? 2 by 3 matrix, okay? So let's solve the last example and then we'll call it a day, okay? So let's clean this one up. Let's clean this one up, okay? Let's solve our last example so that we get to understand it better, okay? Right, so let's say we have what? Certain what? Let's say we have a certain matrix E, okay? Certain matrix E. Certain matrix E to be let's say 3, okay? 3, let me rewrite it. Okay, let's say we have 3, 1, 4, 1, okay? And then we have what? 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then we have a certain matrix F to be maybe 2, 1, 0, 3, okay? And then we have another set of rows. We have 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, okay? Right. So you can just pause this video, try your hands on this simple question, and then after finding your answer, you play the video and then you try to find out whether your answer is correct or not, okay? So you can pause the video and then try solving it. Okay, so now let's see, this is what? A 2 by what? 4 matrix, because we have 2 rows and what? 4 columns. This is also a 2 by 4 matrix, okay? This is also a 2 by 4 matrix. So now let's proceed. Let's try finding the solution. So we have E plus what? Let's add, okay? So let's add these matrices, okay? So this is 3 by 2, that's what? 5. 1 by 1 plus what? 1, that's what? 2. And then we have a 4 plus 0, that's what? 4. 1 plus 3, that's what? 4, okay? Let's proceed. We have 2 plus 1, that's what? 3. 3 plus 2, that's 5. 4 plus 3, that's what? 7. And then 5 plus what? 4, that's what? 9. Now let's look at the most important part, okay? So now, again, note that our first row and then our what? Second column will give us what? A 2 by 4 matrix, and that should always be equal to the final answer, okay? So from here you can notice that there is a what? A 2, okay? A 2 by what? 4 matrix, okay? Right, so let's do the what? Subtraction, okay? So we have what? E minus F, okay? So matrix E minus matrix F, or it could be vice versa, okay? So let's see. We have 3 minus 2, okay? That's 1. We have 1 minus 1, that's what? 0. We have 4 minus 0, that's 4. We have 1 minus 3, that's negative 2, okay? So we have 2 minus 1, that's 1. We have 3 minus 2, that's 1. We have 4 minus 3, that's 1. And then we have what? 5 minus what? 4, that's also 1, okay? Right, so from here we also have what? A 2 by 4 matrix. It means that our answer is not correct. Okay, so thanks for staying with me till the end of the video. Kindly subscribe, hit on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any uploaded video. Like, share and comment. See you in the next video where we'll be treating multiplication of what? Matrices. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.